just bolted, she come through the vent. She clapped her hit and she's paying the rent.
Like, get me out.
But the gates are all locked, give them back to her, please. Yeah. When I drop you, flop in the Khia Asylum. When I drop you, drop off shots like me in no sirens. My love don't want no more than just go silent. When I drop you, flop in the Khia Asylum. When I drop you, flop in the Khia Asylum. When I drop you, drop off shots like me in no sirens. My love don't want no more than just go silent.
If you spend enough time on the music side of TikTok or X, you've probably heard whispers of a place where pop stars are sent when the hits stop coming, a place where the charts no longer matter and relevance goes to die. Welcome to the Khia Asylum. And today we are doing a deep dive into the most infamous, brutal, and bizarre running joke in modern internet pop culture. To the outside world, these are multi-millionaire celebrities, but to the internet and social media, they are inmates serving time for the ultimate crime, failing to secure a mainstream hit. In this video, we're going to explore how this digital prison was built, who is currently locked inside, the artists serving life sentences with no parole, and the lucky few who managed to stage a prison break. Buckle up, because pop music is a ruthless game. Before we look at the inmates, we have to look at the warden. Why is it called the Khia Asylum? In 2002, a rapper named Khia released an absolute cultural juggernaut. My Neck, My Back was everywhere. It was a club anthem, an unabashedly explicit, sex-positive banger that dominated the airwaves. But here is the brutal reality of the music industry. Catching lightning in a bottle once does not guarantee you can do it twice. Khia never managed to replicate the astronomical mainstream commercial success of that single. As the years went on, internet culture, which is incredibly hyper-fixated on chart numbers and sustained dominance, turned her name into a verb. It became synonymous with fading into pop obscurity. If your favorite artist is breaking records, you are winning. If they are underperforming, you are losing. The Khia Asylum became the metaphorical dumping ground for the losers of the pop music rat race. It's the imaginary purgatory for one-hit wonders, former A-listers in their flop eras, and artists whose brand deals outpace their streaming numbers. So who is locked up right now? Let's take a tour of the current cell block as of early 2026. Keep in mind, this list changes constantly based on the whims of the internet, but these residents have been here for a minute. First up is Ava Max. Ava is fascinating because she consistently puts out incredibly catchy, functional dance pop, but the internet culture jokingly keeps her locked up. Why? Because the internet loves to critique her heavy reliance on sampling older hit songs, claiming she lacks a distinct original artistic identity that captures the current zeitgeist. Then we have Rita Ora. Rita is arguably one of the most famous people in the world, but can you name her last top 10 hit in the US? Fans joke that she is a staple of the asylum because her level of celebrity, her red carpet appearances, and her hosting gigs far outpace her actual musical footprint. We also have Fifth Harmony alumni. Normani is frequently placed in the asylum by frustrated fans. After her explosive solo debut, long musical hiatuses and stalled momentum left fans begging for more, placing her in a state of pop purgatory. Meanwhile, Camila Cabello was recently dragged into the asylum after her 2024 rebrand failed to resonate with the general public the way Havana did. But the asylum doesn't just house mid-tier pop stars. Even established, diamond-certified A-listers can be committed. Katy Perry is the prime example. After her recent musical comeback deeply underperformed and faced massive critical backlash, the internet didn't just sentence her. They gave her the penthouse suite in the asylum. It proves that in pop culture, your past achievements don't protect you from present-day judgment. Now, normally, artists ignore internet slang. It's niche, it's mean, and it's better left unacknowledged. But then there's BB Rexa.
I'm here at the Khia Asylum. They said I can't stop until I lose 30 pounds, so too fat. Or if I have a hit song.
BB Iggy Rexa did the unthinkable. She broke the fourth wall. By openly acknowledging her placement in the Khia Asylum, she completely disarmed her haters. You can't make fun of someone who is already making the joke better than you are. She leaned into the meme, using it to promote her upcoming 2026 music. She's currently the most famous resident, but by turning the asylum into a marketing tool, she might just be building her own escape tunnel. There is a darker wing to the Khia Asylum. This is the no-parole ward. These are the artists who aren't just here because of bad chart performance, they're here because the general public has actively turned against them, making a mainstream comeback practically impossible. The most permanent resident of this wing is Azealia Banks. Nobody denies her talent. 212 is considered one of the greatest rap dance tracks of the century, but the internet jokes that she has been given a life sentence without the possibility of parole. Why? Her constant, unprovoked internet feuds, deeply controversial statements, and self-sabotaging behavior burned every bridge she had in the industry. Iggy Azalea is right there next to her. Iggy ruled 2014, but the public's musical tastes completely shifted away from her specific brand of rap pop, accompanied by heavily publicized cultural appropriation debates. When the public decides they are done with you on a cultural level, the doors of the asylum lock for good.
Blossom, Bubbles, and Buttercup have dedicated their lives to fighting crime and the forces of evil.
But the reason this meme has endured for years is because there is hope. People do escape. And when an artist breaks out of the Khia Asylum, it's the greatest underdog story the internet can ask for. Look at the holy trinity of 2024. Charlie XCX, Sabrina Carpenter, and Chappell Roan. All three of these women grinded at the mid-tier pop level for years. They were frequently mocked by the internet culture for not being main pop girls. But through sheer persistence, incredible artistic vision, and viral momentum, they blew the doors off the asylum. They didn't just escape, they became the defining A-listers of the decade. Zara Larsson even celebrated her recent Grammy nomination by explicitly telling Dazed magazine that she had finally escaped. And we can't forget Addison Rae, who went from being a ridiculed TikTok dancer to fully embracing self-aware, campy pop, earning the respect of the very internet that put her in the asylum to begin with. As funny as the Khia Asylum meme is, and it is funny, it's worth taking a step back and looking at the bigger picture. Notice anything about the inmates we talked about today? Cultural commentators have rightly pointed out that the Khia Asylum is almost exclusively reserved for female artists. The music industry, and the internet specifically, places impossibly harsh expectations on women to constantly reinvent themselves, look perfect, and dominate the charts. If a male artist underperforms, he's just taking a break. If a female artist underperforms, she's locked in a metaphorical mental institution. It's a symptom of a culture that consumes women in media at lightning speed and throws them away the second they aren't shiny and new. The Khia Asylum is a hilarious piece of internet lore, but it's also a mirror reflecting our own toxic obsession with success, relevance, and the tearing down of female artists. What do you guys think? Is the Khia Asylum just harmless fun, or does it point to a bigger problem in how we treat musicians? And who do you think is going to be the next artist to break out? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a deep dive. I'll see you in the next one.